Today we're making a burlap holder. Hello, my name's Tracy Lynn Clark and welcome to TLC Crafts. Today we're going to be making a burlap cutlery holder and a matching napkin ring. Everything you see here is what you need to make the craft. You can purchase it at your local dollar store or Amazon. This is my first attempt at a YouTube video, so please bear with me. We're going to start off with the big roll of burlap. I have a pair of scissors here, cutlery to measure the burlap with, and something to iron on. Here we're going to cut the burlap to length. We're going to use our scissors. We're going to use our cutlery to measure the amount of burlap we need. Cut a little bit more than you think you need, just not too much. You don't want to waste it. Here's where I'm just cutting the excess burlap off. I don't really need this piece. And I'm going to put the cutlery in here and fold it over because this is how we're going to measure it. Also, I forgot to mention in the intro that you are going to need a hot glue gun for this craft. Okay, I'm going to take out cutlery because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to iron my burlap. Please make sure you have something underneath your burlap so that you don't ruin the surface that you're working on. Okay, now I've put my burlap aside. We are going to use this ribbon, which I purchased at Michael's. Again, you can also purchase it from the Dollar Tree or Amazon. I've cut a piece already to go to length that will go around my burlap. Cut a little bit more than you need. You could always cut extra off. Okay, now we're going to glue our burlap together. If you have finger guards, please put them on because you can burn yourself. I bought mine from Amazon and the Dollar Tree. I'll put a link down below. You're going to glue up the sides of your burlap, but not across the top. And now you're going to line it all up and get it looking all pretty. Take your ribbon and glue it across the top and the front. Give yourself a couple of seconds before you try to separate the two. You want a little pocket there. You don't want to do it right away because you don't want to burn yourself. Then we're going to flip the whole thing around, glue the flaps to the back, and then we're going to cut off the excess ribbon. Make sure not to glue your two sides of burlap together. It will stick, so you are going to have to pull it apart. Now that we're done with the burlap ribbon, I'm going to use some of this satin ribbon to make a bow for the front. Please watch closely. I'm not sure if everybody knows how to make a bow. I'm just making a simple bow. I'm just using a little bit of hot glue. Okay, here's our super fancy bow. Now we're going to glue this to the front of the burlap ribbon. Now, you can use any ribbon you want. This is what I choose to go with my color palette of my house, but you can choose whatever you want. After we glue it down, I'm just going to cut off the excess so that the tails aren't too long. Now on the front, I'm going to put a little tiny decoration. You can use flowers, you can use pearls. I'm going to choose small wooden letters. I'm using the letter T because my name is Tracy and this will be my cutlery holder. All I do here is glue it in the middle of the bow. Here we're going to use the knife to measure the top of the burlap. We're going to use this one because it's the longest utensil. You don't need to put everything in there. And then we're just going to put a tiny little string of hot glue across the top just to prevent the burlap from fraying. going to make a matching napkin ring now. I just purchased this from the Dollar Tree. It's a simple napkin holder. This is just some burlap that I found with an adhesive back. This burlap happens to be the same width as the napkin ring. We're going to wrap it around, measure it, cut it off, and stick it to her. Now I'm going to cut a piece of ribbon that I used on the cutlery holder to make it match even more. We're going to measure the ribbon the same way. We're going to wrap it around, glue it on, cut off all the excess. I'm going to use the same T that I used on the cutlery holder so that they're a pair. Well, here's the final product, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Consider subscribing. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Goodbye, guys.